Boom, I'm back. So let me finish breaking down this deal to y'all, right? So the guy's owed 389 grand. He's an older gentleman. From the way his family has described him to me, he seems to be really eccentric. A fairly successful guy. He owns real estate. I've heard. He owns storages, and he has a hoarding disorder, apparently, right? Family doesn't really deal with him a lot. I can kind of tell by the way they talked about it. It's a lot of deep-rooted stuff. Supposedly, he's a really hard guy to deal with. So now let's get down to the meat and bread of this $389,000, right? So I'm trying to help him recover this, and obviously we're not the first people on this case. I would seriously doubt we're the first people on this case, right? So with that being said, if we're not the first people on this case, and he probably already knows about this money, what's stopping him from retrieving it? Nothing at all. Like nothing. From what we've gotten, my teammate and I, he wants a formal apology from the city of New Orleans for condemning his property. And the property was condemned because, like I told you earlier, this guy has a hoarding disorder. You know? So the property was ran down. He wasn't taking care of it. And supposedly he has a lot of real estate property. It's just one of those situations where he's a tired landlord. And I think age got to him and he's a bit stubborn. So this guy wants a formal apology from the city, right? I work with the city, not for the city, so I'm pretty sure it's illegal for me to give him a formal apology. However, it's not illegal for me to try and segue the two. You know, be the buffer between the city and said gentleman. I'll just call him Martin. Martin, right? So I'm headed downtown to do a little research on this case, pull a case file, see what's going on. So my goal here is I want to see, number one, I know what property it was they took, but I want to know each and every time that they sent him something. You know, each and every time that the city reached out to him via mail, via phone call. They normally have records of all that, right? And I want to get all that good stuff simply because when I do speak with him, I need to come from the point of being educated on what exactly what's going on with that case. And the reason I want to be educated, if he's as eccentric as I think he is, or as I've heard he is, then I can expect a guy that really, I'm not gonna say has a short temper, but he knows what he wants, and he don't want to settle for nothing else, right? So I'm gonna find this information out. I'm gonna put together some points, some hot points for me that I think would touch him. And we're going to segue this conversation between him and the city. Well, not necessarily segue the conversation, but segue this apology and help him get paid. That's the goal here. I got another case I'm looking at. Let me think, man. Let's see. It is... Oh, yeah, I got another case of... So, it's a lady that passed, right? No kids. Wasn't married. The property ended up going to auction for like $2,000. All of her brothers and sisters are dead. Their kids, so her nieces and nephews, most of them are dead, right? So now we're down to the great nieces and great nephews. It's one of those cases to where, you know, sounds like a succession. I know, right? But I've reached the guy, so happened, that was raised by the individual owed the money. He's one of the great nephews. He broke it down to me. Now, realistically, I don't think any of that would matter to the courts as to who they give the money to. But that is some great context to have when I am speaking with his family, if it does come to a point to where I have to speak with his family. You know? Like, we're going to get the proper paperwork from him. But we yet and still may have to talk to somebody else in the family. But now that he's broken it down to me and let me know that, one, he was raised by the lady. Two, that's his great auntie, which that's his great grandmother's sister, right? So this case, I want to go back and look through it. And what now in this case, I'm looking for, in particular, a name. I'm looking for like certain names of other family members involved on this, because he's worried that if we open this case, they're going to want to do a succession, which they very well may want to do a succession. So what I plan on doing is, being the savvy investor I am, I'm going to find out who these people are, and the people that have their name on paperwork, at least in his record, on the records, I'm going to assume that these people have a vested interest, right? Or better yet, they care about the money. I'm going to assume they care about the money. And what we'll do is we'll reach out to them in the appropriate manner, just to kind of check their pulse, to see where they at, you know? Is it going to be a situation where we have to cut them in, or will they sign over their rights? I don't know. You know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But that's exactly what I'm figuring out right now. That's why we're headed to the records room today. I don't think I have any more leads to research. No, I didn't pull any more leads. I need to fill that pipeline back up. But yeah, man, that's what I got popping today. I'll let y'all know how that go. It's your man's the Savvy Investor Dakes, and I'm out this thing.